here with Mayor Flora in Andrews. She's our new mayor. Hi, Flora.
Hi, Julia.
Very glad to have you as our new mayor. Excited about all the great things going on in Andrews. So tell us a little bit about, what you have planned for Andrews and what you see happening in Andrews.
Well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody to Andrews and assure you that Andrews is a great quality community, and we're so glad that you're here. And you're going to find a lot of caring, friendly people in Andrews. And so Andrews is a very progressive community. We are growing rapidly, and we are prepared to manage the growth in positive directions. We've had new businesses that have come in that have done very well, that have had record-breaking sales that include Domino's Pizza and McAllister's, and Bush's Chicken is also, they're not that new, but they're also new, and then also Dickey's Barbecue. And so things are happening in Andrews. It's a great quality community, so we're excited about our future.
Talking about that, I was at Love's Truck Stop the other day. It's one of our newer businesses, and I stopped in and yes, I spoke with Lane. He's the manager at Love's, the general manager, and I said, well, do you wish you'd gotten here sooner? And he said, yeah, we wish we'd gotten here sooner, and we wish we had built bigger. Wow. So how do we convince, people that Andrews is a community worth investing in? That's kind of a challenge to us because we are a smaller community, and so people look at us and they look at the numbers, as far as population,
right.
And sometimes they don't see the big picture. So do you have any plans to help people see the big picture and know that we're worth the investment?
Well, I think that getting invitations out there and saying, come look at us, look at what a great community we are and what we're doing. And I think once they get here and see all the positive things that are going on in here, and we want to focus on that, to invite maybe top businesses to come and look at us, because I think that it changes everything when they actually come and look at us. The council has approved it and has given me the okay to write letters inviting people to come and see us, and I'm trying to be very proactive about that.
Oh, great. So you guys just had a goal setting session. Was that kind of something that you guys discussed in goal setting?
Okay, yes, it was very important to me, but as mayor, you have to have the consensus of the council and support of the council. So we talked about it, and the council was very interested in us targeting those areas, and just inviting them, having conversations with them and saying, come to Andrews, you're going to be glad you did. So, and there's a lot of other great things that are happening. The opening of our splash park has been a tremendous hit, and it's such a win-win for the community and for our kids. I get really excited when I talk about the splash park because it was very important to me, because it's a big way to give back to the community, and I'm really happy to have been a part of that.
Yeah, you're not new to the council. You're our new mayor, but you've been on the council for 11 years. Yeah, so you had a lot of experience, and you were in several of those goal-setting sessions.
Yes.
So what are some of the other accomplishments that the council has seen in the past 11 years that you've been a part of that you feel like are part of this growth?
Well, I feel the establishment of the EDC was a really big thing, to establish the Economic Development Corporation, because that has targeted new businesses and existing businesses. And also the facade improvement, which improves the businesses, has been, we have spent a lot of money on the facade improvement, and we're going to continue to do that and maybe enhance it, because it's been a really great thing for our community to improve the looks of our businesses. And that also gives us a great fresh image, and people want to come here because it looks so good. And so we want to continue the facade improvement. We also, of course, the bypass is a big priority, and we're working on finding out what happened, fix it, and move on. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things, positive things that are going on in Andrews, and we're just really glad. One of the things that we discussed in our goal setting was, there's been so many projects that we've undertaken in the last, 10 to 15 years, that now is the time to reflect, look back, look at what we've done, and maintain, and really make sure that they're up to pristine condition. Don't just forget about them. Let's look at them and where they are, and keep them looking good. So we had a really good session, and I feel real comfortable with the goal settings that we put, and I feel like it's going to take us to the next level. Great staff, great city manager, with their guidance, the mayor and the council, we're going to do great. We're going to keep doing great things.
Yeah. One of the really great things that we have in Andrews that I think sets us apart is our Business Technology Center, and that was, something that the City Council has initiated, and we've just had an expansion there with the Odessa College nursing program. They've gone from an LVN program to an RN program, and for a community our size to be able to offer that to our citizens, that is really great.
That was a big way that we could give back to the community and surrounding communities, because they were also coming from Seminole, from Odessa, from Midland, from Monahans, from Pecos. I mean, they're coming far distances because they want to get into our business and technology, and now that it's expanded to the RN, it's just, it makes you feel good because you're developing a person. I mean, they're going to be a working person that's going to contribute to hopefully our community, but any other community. It's going to help them develop into a great person and to their families. So it's a great investment to give back to our community.
Right, and those businesses that we attract here and that we're trying to recruit here, that's another plus for them with the Business Technology Center, is that the capabilities that are there. There's the video conferencing capabilities. I know a lot of businesses have safety meetings there, and there are a lot of things that they can do, and that's free for them to use, and to use all the technology that's available to them. So, the city has been very proactive in their planning and what they have provided for our businesses in this community.
That's right, and we want to continue to be supportive of those businesses. And you're right, Julia, the Business and Technology Center is there for the businesses, and so all they got to do is contact either the facility itself or contact the city and say, hey, we have a big safety meeting. I mean, bring your safety meeting to Andrews, because you're going to have a quality facility and you're going to be pampered here. Right. So because we're going to take care of you, because we want you to come back.
Right. And I think another thing that has been a real that's really benefited from that is, because of the nursing program, our hospital.
That's
and
right.
Our hospital right now is in the midst of a $60 million project. I mean, we're building a new hospital, and we've got top-notch nurses and doctors and healthcare in this community, and it's part of this whole proactive approach that we have taken to building
That's
a
right.
great community, and you guys have been a big part of that. So our city council and our city staff has just been so forward thinking, and so appreciative that we have a mayor now that has been a part of that and that will continue that.
One of the things that we're very supportive there is because as the hospital grows and as we come into our first class facility, the employees are going to be coming out of that to furnish that hospital. And you're right, the hospital board and our CEO, they do a great job of going after doctors, and we want to bring quality health care to our community. So it's a great piece of the puzzle for the hospital and the Business and Technology Center to work together, and we do. I mean, there's times that all the students are at the hospital and you see them in groves. They're doing their clinicals there, and so it is a partnership that we value with the hospital.
Yeah, that's great. Now, aside from the normal things, or the things that everyone is kind of in the Permian Basin is kind of looking at, like water rights and making sure that our growth is in a positive direction, what other things is our city looking at that might be setting us kind of apart? I know we're getting ready to maybe move on ASAP again, which is the Andrews Strategic Action Plan. So do you think that the city council will participate in that? And how do you think that that's directed our growth in the past?
Well, I think ASAP 1 and 2 was a really great map to get us on course. And, we set some high goals, and we accomplished all of those. And it's really great to look back. If you were a member of ASAP and you see everything that we identified and you were there, it's great to know that we did that. And so now it's time to do that again, because it gives the community, the citizens, it gives them an investment to give back to us. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us where you want us to go. What do you want to see happen in the next 10 years or 15? That's what we did in ASAP, 1 and 2. So I'm really looking forward, and I'm absolutely sure that the city is supporting, the endeavors of another ASAP, because the leadership is there, and so we want to continue to bring that, because it brings good to Andrews, and so we're glad to be a part of that.
Well, and I think one of the things that excites me about having you at our helm is, like Mayor Zapp, you understand the importance of community involvement, of volunteerism, of being involved in all the different aspects of our community. You've been on the board of the United Way. You've been involved in the Chamber of Commerce. You've been the president of our women's division. You serve on the food pantry board. You deliver Meals on Wheels. I mean, I can't think of anything that you are not involved in. So, you understand the importance of that and of getting, our community involved, and how important that is, volunteerism, and just, being involved. So, what would you say to people to get them, to encourage them to come and, get involved and be a part of everything that's going on? How do we do that? What do you want to say to encourage them?
Well, first of all, I want to encourage them and tell them that volunteerism makes a big difference in the community that you live, because it really is what makes it a great community when you give. And it's also very rewarding, and that's why I do it. And I would love to encourage people to, if you're new to Andrews, contact the Chamber, because the Chamber has a list. It's got a website, and it's also got links. You've got all the nonprofit organizations there. I love that about the Chamber. The Chamber is a place where people can get connected, and if they want to be a part of Andrews, it's a great place to start. And I would encourage them, because I want them to know that they can make a big difference in our nonprofit organizations, and we need them and we want them to volunteer. So come join us, because like I say, it's something very rewarding, and plus you gain so much knowledge and you get to know so many people, and that's what it's all about. In this small community, it's about taking care of each other.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. So in closing, what do you want people to know about Andrews, or what do you want, people to know about the future of Andrews? What would you want to say to
Well, first of all, I want people to know that Andrews has a very promising future. We're growing very rapidly. We know where we want to go. And so I want them to know that Andrews is a very caring, friendly community, full of great people. You're going to meet great friends here. It's a great place to come and raise your family, play, and work.
Thanks, Flora.
Thank you, Julia, and thank you for all that you do for the Chamber. We're lucky that we have such a great Chamber, and I want to thank you for all that you do.
Oh, thank you.